Well, it's just after 11:30. I'm not sure how much time I'm going to be spending out here today because I do need to take measurements and start budgeting, run up some estimates of how much the fencing and the posts and everything are going to cost me. But I just wanted to show you kind of where I'm at with this. You can tell it's like you can actually see light on the ground here. Okay. But it's still a mess. There's still some things. This thing I'm actually going to reuse. This little hutch thing is going to get still built into something eventually. That's going to be in this, like a structure in this space. And then I am going to bring the old little doghouse, chicken coop thing, and put it maybe in this space as well. I'm not sure yet. Some of these I actually need to dig out. At first I thought maybe I would just do it all along the side of the garage, but the thing is I have to decide how wide I want it to be before I start, ideally, and then just run it back, because I've got this tree right here, but I'm thinking about actually running this outdoor space. Well, I mean, I don't know, because it'll butt up. I could turn this compost pile, I could put it on the inside so that the chickens can scratch around in this. Instead of the opening being here, I can change the fencing so that the opening is on the other side. But their run's not gonna extend this far for a while. So I'm thinking that I might actually plan on extending it out towards a tree. And since the raccoon, when I eventually down the road get electric fencing for this area, the raccoon will be able to just pop down on there. So I'm actually going to run the electric fencing around the tree, probably, is what I'm going to do. But then I have to, everywhere where the electric fencing is, I got to put down like a good weed cloth and stuff, because all it takes is one single blade of grass to touch a wire to ground it out, and it doesn't work anymore. So just knowing me, and that sometimes I have some SHTF and I end up putting some tasks off. So I need to maybe, I gotta see, because I got that big roll of landscape fabric, that 5.8 ounce stuff, but I haven't really rolled it out and committed it to my outdoor space yet. So maybe what I need to do is actually get this this is gonna be like business space in a way, because it's gonna be what's producing income with my flock. So I'm trying to find this middle ground between like basic quality of life and my flock situation, because I don't know, I go into modes where, like right now, I'm trying to do a lot of upgrades, and it may be a long time till I'm spending money like this again. So we'll see. But I think I need to redivert some things just into this space. I have decided that at least in the beginning area, because technically I could do the spacing 8 foot and then or like 7 foot, and have the fencing overlap quite a bit so that the raccoons can't get in, and have the fencing not be like super duper supported. But what I actually decided is that somewhere in through here, eventually I'm going to be splicing my grapes onto some of these grapevines and running them up over the fencing, because the fencing is going to be like 8 foot tall. Okay, so I'm going to splice my grapes and then actually trellis some grapes up above my enclosed structure. So in order to support that weight for at least a little bit of the area here, I might do some support posts, a row of support posts every 4 foot. So for this first go around, I may start with just, I don't know, 8 foot of posts and then fencing. But since my flock is going to be 34 birds, and then I have something else going on that I'm not going to finish telling you guys about yet, okay, because it's kind of like a surprise. But I got something else that's going to be going on in this area, so I'm going to do a budget of what it's going to actually cost me to do 16 foot, and then I probably am going to just go ahead and just from the get-go do this out to here. Like I did still want to save a little bit of shady area on the other side of the tree for like a picnic table or something, maybe for humans instead of just animal space. But I think I can get it up kind of, maybe not all the way to this trunk because the ground isn't going to be even and stuff, but maybe like right here from the trunk. So just have it jut out a little bit. But I got to take some measurements and things. And then I'm going to also have to put some fencing like up along that back. And I might want to go ahead and just scrape this siding, because obviously the siding is not good. Okay, but I might go ahead and scrape it and put some of that outdoor paint sealer stuff up on it, because it's going to be a little while till I can actually do the siding on the garage. So how do I keep it from just completely falling apart in the meantime, I guess? And I will have to pull off the fencing that's going to go along there and stuff, but it's going to be a little bit difficult because I'm going to have it be so that there is actually a cutout in the siding so that the animals can just let themselves out or let themselves in whenever they want, basically, into this area that's going to have a fenced ceiling. So in order to make sure that I don't have a raccoon get in here and just like completely savage my whole flock, I have to have everything be super, super on point. Even just in the coop in there was one section that we didn't staple before we put the baby birds in, and it was like immediately my boy goose got killed by a raccoon. My baby male goose. I had only bought one boy and one girl in that time, but I ended up having to head out of here for a while anyways. So this time I've got 2 boys and 4 girls coming in of the geese, and 2 boys and like 10 girls or something like that coming in for my ducks. So it's a lot of birds. So I think what may end up happening is that area, even though there's going to be ground space for my waterfowl, it may end up mostly being a chicken coop in there. And then the animals will be able to go in there, or they'll just be, I'm going to have structures for my geese and my ducks to live out here as well that are roofed and everything. And I may end up using that pool exterior, that above ground pool plastic stuff, as my roofing for my structures out here, and then just painting it instead of using it for my other project, because that other project is a couple years down the road. And I'm trying to, get some stuff used up. I got to get that thing out of the barn eventually anyways. And we'll see how it goes. So I am gonna probably today go through and pull these tall weeds, but not the violets. I'm gonna pull the Virginia creeper vines and the tall weeds, and maybe dig up a couple autumn olives, but I'm not gonna do the violets. And then I gotta figure out, I gotta kind of split time between some different projects. I mean, I can show you what the garage looks like real quick, because, most of the stuff that's out over here came just from this area, just like right up next to the garage. But then that couch came from inside of the garage, and there was actually 2 of these sitting in there, and I was able to stick one of them and the parts of that one into the dumpster when I had my roof done, the big old dumpster that they hauled out. So this is what my garage looks like right now, and I need some work, and there is a lock that I don't have a key for on this door that I got to get cut. And instead of I don't know, I was gonna maybe open up that door. I was gonna maybe expand my coop at an angle here, but I'm thinking I might not do that now. And then I'm just going to cut a door for them over there. I'm not sure yet. I just think that, since I'm going to be putting so much into the outside, that I got to maybe sit tight on spending money in here, because you can see the light coming through the ceiling. Okay, I got to put that coating over the whole ceiling, and I have to buy a new ladder because my ladder got stolen. But anyways, I'm a little bit behind track of where I would have liked to be on this, but I had some neighbors come calling. They came for a visit, and so that was really nice because I had never met them before. So I'm going to eventually have to move out this brush pile, but I'm not really sure when or how many videos I'm going to be doing today, so this is just kind of where things are at right now, approaching noontime. It's like all overcast. It doesn't smell funny, doesn't smell like smoke, but I did, when I woke up this morning, my face was swollen, and I've had that before from being poisoned, and I'm not sure what exactly the deal is, because I didn't have anything new that I should have had an allergic reaction to. I didn't have any supplements or anything. So I don't know if it's from this fire, or if, I don't know, I gotta basically not have like too much of any, like even like a bottle of water. Like I can't just drink out of, like I gotta like get water from like all sorts of different stores and not drink too much from one bottle in any one go. It's my life. That's how I have to live. People don't understand. Okay. But anyways, we'll see how this keeps working out. But I'm gonna go punch some numbers, because I can't be piecemealing 3 landscape timbers at a time, because that's also costing me gas money. So I need to see what is it, how many do I need. I'm probably gonna put the flat cement blocks underneath the posts. So we'll see. I gotta run some numbers and see what it's gonna cost, and then how much of this I can do, and then I gotta see. Like, I think I'm at a point where it's like if I need to take some funds out of like retirement a little bit to get this going, then that's what I'm gonna need to do. Take it easy, y'all.